Back in 2015, our council as well, along with Kingsville, was questioning, like, what is this stuff? What's it all about? What is Phragmites? So during our drainage conference, we met a lady named Janice Gilbert. And Janice is a wetland ecologist, and she's been working with Phrag for several years. Getting some knowledge and some background from her and learning some things from her and attending the Ontario Phragmites working group, we started thinking, like, we need to do something down here in Essex County as well. So I began speaking with the other drainage superintendents in Essex County and with Kevin Money, and we decided to come up with an Essex County Phragmite working group. So part of that group is all these members. And I'm proud to say that every municipality is participating. Our county is participating, Ministry of Transportation, and even the Essex County Federation or Farmers Association is part of this. We've had a few meetings so far, and it's interesting to see how different people are handling the Phragmites. As of right now, there is no perfect way of doing it, but we're learning from each other. So this map is all of the drains in in Windsor, Essex County. These are all municipal drains. However, Phragmites is also in roadside ditches everywhere as well. You'll see sections that are cut out because that's the lower Thames Valley area, but this is strictly Burka. So we all know what it looks like. If anyone knows this road, it's an obstruction, not only for drainage, but for view as well. This is along Tecumseh Road, County Road 2, heading into Bell River. There's a railway right here, and then it's the lake. You can't even see the lake. So our plan in Leamington was, we set aside $20,000 for roadside ditches, because I am one of the drainage superintendents that actually maintain roadside ditches and municipal drains. We set aside $20,000 for each. Like I said, since no technique is 100% proven, and I like to go on proven methods, I decided to do all three types of methods. We did spray only, which means applying the herbicide directly to existing adult Phragmites. And then another option was cut, wait, and spray. We cut it, we waited for it to grow 2 to 3 feet, and then we sprayed it. And then the wet blade technology as well that Kenny advised you on. So at the end of 2016, we managed 32 kilometers of Phragmites, had a total cost of $35,000. Please don't do the math because some areas are retention ponds, some are stormwater management systems. So it wasn't like a straight run of a kilometer of drain. So again, this was our first method. And like Kenny said, spraying over drains from an environmental standpoint, people driving by, you don't really like seeing that. But quite honestly, I didn't get any complaints. I got a lot of honking of the horn and thumbs up. So in my eyes, that was a good thing. This was direct spraying of adult Phragmites. With this method, we can get a good stretch of the drain. And our second method was the mowing. So this was against a greenhouse, and again, we couldn't boom spray. So we wanted to try either the wet blade technology or the cutting and spraying method. So in this particular drain, we did the wet blade, the cutting and spraying. This is before, and then this is during, and this is after. It's looking good so far. And again, like I said, these are 2016 techniques that we've tried. It's going to be a full year before we actually see the effects of everything. And again, this is the wet blade technology that Kenny was describing as well. So in Leamington, what we've done is we've gone out and we GPSed in 2015 only drains along roadsides. So it could have been a municipal drain or a roadside ditch. We had a student, we GPSed all the drains, and then that's what our contractors used to go back and spray. They only needed to spray those areas. So our spreadsheet shows our kilometers for each contractor that he did and where it will be assessed to. As Kenny noted, municipal drain gets charged back to the landowners, but roadside ditches, the municipality pays for it directly. This year, we will be going on to municipal drains within the farmers' fields. That will be GPSed and sprayed as well this year. This picture was given to me by Kenny. Correct me if I'm wrong, Kenny. This section here up to the black line was wet blade technology, and the rest of it hasn't been touched yet. So this is after 1 year, Ken?
Yes.
Yes. So you can see right now that it's effective. We're getting some good kill on it. This is, if you're familiar with the Kinsman ball diamonds in Leamington, this is the back of Walmart. This is the stormwater management system in here. We tried boom spraying it, but we noticed we weren't getting a good enough kill. And we also determined that the drain actually needs to be cleaned out. So we went in, because my biggest concern on this system was that we were going to get flooding through the winter. It outlets only to a 36-inch pipe and then heads out to the lake. So our concern was any dead stock that would have fallen over during the wintertime would have plugged the pipe and we would have had our ball diamonds flooding. So we went in and we cut it, and then next year we'll be going in and ditching it. Again, this is a before and after picture. Lyle actually did this one. This is one of the concerns we have. When we're doing the wet blade technology, you can see that he's doing the municipal right-of-way, but we have obstructions in the way. We have a fence, we have the farmer's property that we can't get onto. So, and then we also kind of kill everything in its path. It's difficult for us to manage it all, and this is where I'm hoping our Phragmite working group will help. When we're doing roadside spraying or we're doing any municipal drains, I would like to get the farmers involved and say, hey, I've got a drain back here as well, or I need you over here as well. And we can split the cost with our contractors then to take care of all of it rather than just a portion of it. Because what's there, that actually goes down for at least another kilometer. Hey, Lyle? And there's nothing I can do about it. I don't want to boom spray it because it's not municipal property, it's the farmer's property, but it's on the other side of the fence, which we can't get to. So like I said, going forward into 2017, we will continue the municipal drains, GPSing them and spraying them, and we are proposing a budget of $20,000 for roadside drains and $40,000 for municipal drains. That right there is a map of all of our roadside Phragmites across the region. So ongoing in our future plans, the municipality currently has a buffer strip policy. The purpose of a buffer strip is to delineate between the farmer's practices and the drain. It allows the holding back of sediment and positive amounts of herbicide, pesticides, and fertilizers needed to remain on the farmlands. This policy allows for the implementation of buffers along municipal drains on new engineers' reports. Therefore, anytime we're trying to do maintain the frag program, if there should be a buffer strip, if the frag has taken it over, we'll go back and reinstate that buffer strip. We're learning that if we are persistent with the frag removal and plant a native grass seed in its place, it's likely not to return. So, I don't often get flowers for my birthday, but this year I did. This year I did in, how should I say this, Larry? By one of my counselors. He gave me this for my birthday. He said it actually sat in his driveway in a clay tile there for about a week.
Yep.
I put it in my office. It grew for another 6 weeks. No water, no nothing, no sunlight. Just shows you how strong and resilient this plant is. 6 weeks, it still had a nice green stem and it grew 4 feet tall. Thought that was an interesting thing. So that's the end of my presentation.